moved it. Put that to the music. OG business. Yeah, I got it, buddy. They wanna take it from me, but I'm riding around with a 100 on. One with 40 out on. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer holding me. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot of had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and scold me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hold it on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and scold me back for business. Know it's bad, that one out of this. A lot of cash help me clear my mess. Raymond Rich tryna whip a belly. I got a recipe, it's confidential. The eavesdropping on me, tryna clone. Seen him pulling up, he in alone. Rich roller with the stone. I mail him to you, send him for the distance. And nearest had a stone. Medusa had him having on the throne. Stick with me in the drop six. Pop him like I'm Al Capone. Me and cash changer hold him in. Come a lot cheap, we are not equal. I told you, ride around with 100 on. One with 40 out on. On his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer holding me. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot of had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and scold me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hold it on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and scold me back for
business. And action.
Good work. You earned this, Clint. You'll be seeing me again, though.
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
And that's good work. Keep going, Clint.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
What's one thing that you want to make sure that you get in the game?
My drip. 24, I got the big shorts, so yeah, hopefully they just get the drip right.
Dang, it's like coming full circle.
Let's meet the visiting team, Los Angeles Lakers. At center, at power, let's bring out the starters for your Oklahoma.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, down low. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. And Clark, the playoffs just around the corner. How many teams do you think have a legit shot to win it all?
Well, when you talk about championship teams, I think there's 5 or 6 teams that have the ingredients to win 16 games. There is a component of luck and health that goes into that. You got to be top flight to go the distance.
Got a piece of it. Doncic outside. Over Williams. And it's Doncic missing. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Hartenstein. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Hachimura from long range. And slam dunk by James.
Battling and doing work down low. The king. That motor still running good.
Williams on the wing. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Williams.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Reeves will take that all day long. He'll put himself in harm's way if it means he's going to get to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game here. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
On target. basket from range. So Dort got 5.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by James.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Hayes against Hartenstein. Hayes misses.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up. And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. So he's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it. This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Hachimura from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Inside, here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them. And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points. Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And he gets the bucket.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
And that one's good. Holmgren. Holmgren's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Hachimura missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient.
Power it home.
Oh, wow. And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. Hayes. Holmgren with the block. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. To the inside. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, defensive plays like that are Dort's specialty. His active hands turning them over and jump-starting the break.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Lakers trail by 4. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact. No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Finney Smith checked in for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. The Lakers have got 6 of 14 in so far. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Rejected by James. Doncic outside. Finney Smith. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Tipped away. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Finney Smith. And it's all tied up.
Pushing his way past the defense there. Finney Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place. Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Tries a 10-footer. And no good, trying to use the glass. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Connect.
2 minutes.
And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
The Connect is a crafty finisher. He's got great touch around the hoop.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing. Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Caruso, the pass to Dort. They grab their own miss. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Goodwin. The Thunder making their last shot.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up. And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down. Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And he'll throw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And because of his energy and physicality, Connect draws a lot of contact out there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Connect, taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both.
You gotta love this Connect kid. Started at a smaller Division I school, transferred up to play big-time college hoops, and now he's here. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks. Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you gotta push it and push it every time. Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Connect. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Connect's got 7.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
On the wing, Caruso. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal. Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play.
The Lakers, 24.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude. Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Lakers. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Now the Lakers moving it up. doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Williams in the post. He's against Hayes. That one goes in.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's James. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Well, he seems ageless at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. It's remarkable.
Now, here's Williams. 6 points for him.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's James. Punching it inside. LeBron.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
And slam dunk by James.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Caruso pass to Williams. Joe misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's Reeves. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
Reeves has no fear at all going against the big guy. Throwing the foul there because he's fearless.
And it feels like everyone turns over half their roster every year, Clark. How hard is that for teams?
Very hard. I mean, continuity is a foundational pillar point to being successful in anything. There's a reason why Steph, Clay, and Draymond won so much in Golden State. Knowing your teammates and their tendencies is vital if you're going to be a championship contending team. I think teams and organizations benefit when they stay together for longer periods of time.
Los Angeles.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And it's Doncic missing.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And Williams punches it home.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Here's Hachimura. It's deflected. They get it back. Here's Hayes. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hayes has gotten his second bucket.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Thunder making a change here. Dortch checked in. Williams from long range. Doncic pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. And slam dunk by James.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Dort for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Dort's got 10 points.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Hayes. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. James with the ball. Started now by Williams.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
The Lakers trail. Here's James. Misses off the right iron.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. Connect comes in for James. Goodwin's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
The Lakers have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Second shot opportunity. Vanderbilt, no good.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Gilgeous Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Doubled by Hartenstein. Hayes for 3. Dort grabs the miss.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Los Angeles foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
15 foul.
No good on the free throw.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of... guys like Shea in the league. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
So it's Oklahoma City now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Hartenstein passes to Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
And they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And that field goal percentage stat tells you something about this team's offense. They aren't one to rush things or take ugly shots. They wait for those great looks to open up. Finney Smith's checked in for the Lakers. He's off on the second.
This quarter has been an absolute disaster from the line. These are not points you can afford to give away.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
It's Finney Smith with the drive. And here's Connect outside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I'd really like to see even more of this from Finney Smith, fighting to keep that play alive.
It's picked off. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Vincent. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Goodwin. Dort with a steal. And here comes the break. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
2 points. That one goes.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. No good on that one.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Now here's Vincent. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Caruso. Back to Joe. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Goodwin, hounded by Wiggins. Goodwin, no good. Got it off in time. The shot won't fall. What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story for Oklahoma.
53, the Lakers, 50.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. One positive they can... Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the group for Mark Dagnall starting the second half.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping him.
And it's rejected. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Dort. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. So Dort's got 18.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
First team foul.
Here's Hayes. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Off the inbound. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Dort for 3. LeBron with the rebound. James has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive board. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by 1. Hachimura finds Hayes. Doncic on the wing. 3-pointer. To the paint. Here's James. Tipped. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Doncic. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Oklahoma City calls timeout. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Hayes, the pass to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
Hey, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line. Certainly to this point.
Jackson Hayes at the line for 2.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Thunder trail by 3. Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And a quick look at the teams who repeatedly get the job done from the line. Number 1, the Thunder.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Here's Wallace. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Reeves outside. Deflected. Out left to the wing. A deep 3. Williams misses.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Doncic. Yet to see a basket.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Pass to Holmgren for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
James with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. And Los Angeles making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Pass to Holmgren. Fires from way outside. Rebound, the Lakers. Reeves has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd.
A superb 3-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Here's James. James takes the hit and sinks the shot. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been a benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
The Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in.
Hey, we know it's hard to score in this league. Reeves knows that, too. That's why he wants to score in transition whenever he can.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Assisted by.
And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Now here's Williams. 10 points for him.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Wallace. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Williams has checked in for Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Reeves.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Wallace's shot is good.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Thunder trail by 8. Tries to break his ice. Oh, throw it down.
Nice. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. From deep, LeBron with the rebound. James has got 11 rebounds in the game. Connect. The shot misses. Great D that time from Holmgren. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 8.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possession.
To the middle. It's stolen. Here's the break. The shot from the low post is good. And now just a 4-point Laker lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the blocked shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Now here's Williams. And the bucket is good. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's James. And it's good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Williams from long range. And it's Connect with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Doncic. Doncic on the wing from 17. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
A reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Finney-Smith's shot is off. Williams against James. The kick out to Williams. Over James. No good with a jumper from the wing. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Jackson Hayes, the assist.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Goodwin in at the 3 slot. That one misses.
Lead against George. 2 shots.
That one's no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Reeves. No luck on that one. Good D by Wallace. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Caruso outside. This one for 3. Oklahoma City, the rebound.
There's another opportunity. Everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Hartenstein. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Hartenstein's gotten his first bucket of the night. Oh, swiped away. Wallace with it, picked up by Reeves. And here's Caruso outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Down low. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Good look from Hachimura there, beating the open man.
Here's Wiggins. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
The shot by Dort, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's Hachimura missing.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager. Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Hayes using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Lakers lead by 5.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And it's time for an injury report. Okay, let's find out the news on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Allie, what's the update?
Guys, the Thunder's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Apparently that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. While not severe, this is still a serious diagnosis that usually keeps guys off the court for a short period. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Inside, here's James. And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Over Hachimura. Outside for Dort. Hartenstein in the post. He's defended by Hayes. They get it back. And another shot. It's blocked. Pass to James. And slam dunk by James.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it.
And it very well should. I mean, I'd be shocked if we see anything better than that tonight.
Oh, rejected by Wiggins. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
Here's Wallace. Yes! And the foul! It's on Rui Hachimura.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And the free throw, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Doncic. Luka on the attack.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 put him in a rough, tough spot.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Wallace. Dort's shot is good.
And think about this. Originally a two-way contract guy, Lou Dort has become a solid NBA starter. No surprise when he has huge scoring nights.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
The 3, James. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
That one's good for 2. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
And the Thunder call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Lakers also making a change. Finney Smith checked in for Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Dort. And that one is hammered home.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
to the Lakers. 3 T-shirts for the loudest section.
So it's Los Angeles now. It's a one-point game. Here's Reeves. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
One of the tough things about guarding Reeves is his change of pace ability. I mean, he gives you a lot of different looks, a little bit herky-jerky and kind of unorthodox, and all of that keeps you off balance. You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Finney Smith. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. He stops. He pops. The Lakers with a rebound. Doncic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Finney Smith with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Nice shot by Finney Smith.
Finney Smith, known as a utility guy, value utility guy, but I tell you what, he showed us there. He's ready and willing and able to make the big bucket, too.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
To the paint. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that one misses.
The definition of a stretch 4, Finney Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Over Hayes. Pass to Hartenstein. Second chance shot. Offensive rebound. Holmgren for 2.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And finished off by Hayes.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's Reeves. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
And we talk about the things that made Chet Holmgren an elite prospect. Mental toughness is near the top of the list.
Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Dort. Knocked loose. Pass to Holmgren. It's good!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And he sinks it.
Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Here's Hartenstein. He connects!
You're such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Count it! Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He's trying to find his shot. But at some point, you have to start making these.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? You miss the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different. 2 shots. Early-game free throws in terms of making.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Now over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Joe, pass to Dort. Count it!
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. The defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. So far, no go.
Timeout called, the Lakers. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, your thoughts?
This is what it comes down to. This shot can win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. What a performance. They have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.